So today I'm going to introduce maps, and in particular the hash map. There are several types of maps. There's the tree map and there's a linked hash map, but maps store key value pairs, and the keys are in a set, so there are no duplicates. And a good use of this would be, let's say, a product rating system where the ID is the key and the ratings with the comments could be in an array list. So your values could actually be another collection. It doesn't have to be a single value. So that's what gives it its power. But I'm going to do a simpler example. I don't have that much time. So I'm going to go to my project Hashmap that I created. I have a single package and I have a single class. In the class, I have a main method. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a string, right? And I'm going to put a whole bunch of occurrences of characters, and I want to know how many unique characters are in this string and how many times each character appears in the string. So without a map, that would be a little bit tricky. With a map, it's really easy. So I'm going to use my map interface to declare my variable, and I'm going to make the key a character and the value, the integer of the number of times it occurred. So it's going to be an integer. Close my map. And I will call the Hashmap Constructor. And I'll do a Control-Shift-O to import everything. And now let's go through our string and take a look at the characters. So we'll do for int I equals 0, I less than string length, I plus plus. Then we're going to get our key, which is going to be a character. I'll use the primitive char. And the string char at will be the index I, right? So we want to check to see if this is already in the map. If it is, we're going to increment the value. If it's not, we're going to initialize the value of one occurrence. All right, so let's go ahead and do an if statement, and we'll say if my map contains key char, then let's update how many times it occurred. Say int val equals my map get ch. I'll increment val, and then I will put it back into the map. My map replace the ch val with a new one, with the incremented one. There we go. If it's not, if it does not contain that character, we need to put it in. We need to go ahead and add it to the map, right? So we'll say put, there we go, ch, and we'll give it a 1, right? Because we encountered it, it occurred one time, now it's in the map. All right, so this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Let's take a look at see what's in the map. Let's do a sysout my map. And hit that, run it. Look at that. So this is how many occurrences. Let's find out exactly how many occurrences. We don't want to have to count. It might be a huge list back, right? I'll say my map size. And play. There we go. All right, so we have 8 occurrences of letters. We have 8 different letters, 8 unique letters, not letters, characters. Let's say we want to get rid of that. We don't want that. All right, we don't want a semicolon. Let's remove it. Say my map. I'm just doing this to show you how to remove something. There we go. And run it again. There we go. Now we're down to 7. We no longer have the semicolon because I pulled it out. Another thing you need to know with maps is how to loop through the map. So we'll do that. For, I'll say char ch, and I'll go my map, get key set. So we're going to get the key set, and we'll do a sysout. I'm going to get rid of that ln. I'll say ch equals my map get. There we go, with the key. So this is a little bit more time consuming because first we get the key set and then we have to look up each individual value, right? Most of the times that won't be a problem. And this is a little easier to remember. I'm just gonna put a new line here. All right, so we'll go ahead and run it. There we go. Let's put some spaces in there. There we go. Run it again. Ah, nice. So we loop through the whole set. There's another way to do this. This is the preferred way. You can do an entry. So that's going to get each individual entry in your map. And you'll have to use your two types. So your char and your integer. In this particular case, entry, colon, and my map entry set. I always want to say get entry set, but it's just entry set. So now you don't have to do a lookup. Control-Shift-O to import entry. You're going to use the Java util map entry. There you go. And we'll do something similar with the printout. Control-C. But here we don't have a char. We have an entry. So I'll do entry get key. And over here we'll do entry get value. There. And I got an extra parenthesis there. All right, let's take a look at that. It should be exactly the same. Yep. But this is preferred, better performance because you don't have to look at the value every single time. All right. One other thing, probably a lot of other things, but this one I felt that you should know. You have seen here where you can look to see if the key is in the map. You can also look to see if the value is in the map. So we'll do that. We'll say something like sysout. Does a character occur 8 times? It's going to give you true or false. Say my map. And let's go ahead and we're going to see if it contains a value of 12. Oh, did I said 8. There we go, 8. So even if it occurs multiple times, you're going to get, this is a true false value, right? It's a Boolean that's returned. But I think it's handy. There we go. True, it does. So if we say something like, does a character occur 0 times? And that shouldn't, right? Because if we encounter the character, we actually give it a 1 right off the bat. But this is good for just checking, right? We should get a false here. We get a contains value 0. All right, there you go, false. So there's a little bit about maps. They're very handy. And the hash map is the one that I use the most. But like I said, there's other maps. You can investigate them. In the next video, we will continue our Java journey. Let me know if you have any questions on this one, and I will see you soon.